Yeah, man. Tuesday morning,
Yes.
11 a.m. You know what that means? It's totally unclear. It's Marques. It's Gervase. We're here. All right, guys. So today
Yay.
I need your help.
Uh-oh.
I need your help. We need to do a little show therapy today. We need some show therapy. I'm going to lay on the couch.
Okay.
And you guys are my therapist. Okay? I'm going to ask you guys a couple questions. Some things I have that maybe I'm doing it wrong.
I'm a good therapist, too.
I figured that.
I got a lot of
figured that.
advice.
And Dylan, I know you're a short time, but I feel like you have good advice too. I feel like I'm in good hands here.
Absolutely, I got you.
All right. So let's start with this. On the couch last week. This is fresh. On the couch with the Queen, watching the DVR lineup. You know, every couple has a DVR lineup. You know what I mean? Like you got the shows you watch together. Mm-hmm. Now, here's the thing that frustrates me now is that our schedules are a little different. So now I get frustrated sometimes because of shows I want to watch, but I can't watch. We watch them together. It's our together shows, and you'll get in trouble for not watching the together shows together.
Oh yeah.
Don't don't do that. That'll be that's a fight you don't want to have to handle.
Yeah, it is.
So, I try to be patient, and so we align because our schedule is different. So I'm trying to work with that, but it's whatever. That's not the point. Watching our show, and I'm the remote guy. I got to be in control of the remote.
Oh, you that guy.
I'm the remote man. I'm the point man on the remote.
Okay.
I get freaked out when someone else has a remote. Cause I feel like I mean, it's stupid, but I feel like I stop at the best. I feel like I have good timing, get back to commercials. Mm-hmm. Now, Xfinity has a new feature now. They make it easy for you. They have this thing called Smart Resume, where you hit the button and it stops for you when a commercial's done. All you gotta do is hit the fast forward and it just stops.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome.
I saw that. I was wondering what the heck that was, man.
So I watch, all right, it's going to sound weird, but I watch General Hospital. I'm a soap opera man.
Word?
Yes, I love General Hospital. Well, my grandma got me into it. My grandma was a soap opera fanatic back in the late 80s, early 90s. So she worked at Temple Hospital. So I would be the person to report to her what was going on. She'd come home and be like, what happened to my stories? And I'd be like, yo, Grandma, Luke and Laura, it's crazy. Sonny's doing, I would be the one reporting. So I got into it. It's entertaining.
Nah,
it's entertaining.
it's good.
I got Amber into General Hospital.
Okay.
I brought, because she thought, she said, what are you doing watching this stuff? What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
And then she's there so what happened last week? And then all of a sudden she's right next to me, so she's involved now.
See, I was always an All My Children guy. Loved All My Children. Big fan of that.
All right.
But I was actually on As the World Turns. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Fun fact. Throw it back.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
Can we talk about that experience for a minute?
Sure.
I mean, I'll give you. We'll get into this real quick, but I definitely want to hear because I love soap operas. Now, the thing I love about General Hospital is to me it's a soap opera, but it's not a traditional soap opera. It's not the same old kind of old school storylines. They're just crazy, not far fetched. Their acting is kind of
they've
legit.
updated the stories.
Yeah, it's more legit.
Okay.
So, but that's not the point. The point of this is this: we're watching TV together, right? And I had the remote in my hand,
As always.
it's usually there, and I hit a button, and sometimes when you hit there's one button Xfinity has. I don't know what it's called, but it kind of skips things forward. Mm-hmm. And I made a joke myself. I was like, my stupid fat fingers hit the button. And she starts belly laughing at me. The belly, the deep, from the toes to the foundation up, the huge, over, there's a big laughter here. I got a little offended. I'm like, wait a minute. I mean, it wasn't that funny. What are you trying to say here? What are we doing here?
What are you offended for?
Well, here's my question. Have you guys ever been in a situation where you made a joke about yourself and somebody laughed a little bit too hard and you were like, all right. Now it's a little painful. You're laughing like you've experienced this with me. What is I expect a little, okay, a little chuckle. But I mean, it hit me a little different when how hard she laughed.
You was in your feelings?
I was in my feels a little bit.
Man.
It was a belly laugh. It caught me off guard. She threw the head back. I saw molars. It was one of those laughs. It was an experience. You thought I was doing stand up over here. I mean, what do you guys think? Am I
You
being a little bit too sensitive?
Yeah, you're a little sensitive, bro.
All right.
I mean,
okay.
that's a bad thing because I would expect you of all people not to be so sensitive.
I'm usually.
And we all have feelings. Don't get me wrong. We all have feelings.
I'm usually. See, I actually think I've learned about myself that I'm more sensitive than I thought I was. I'm not emotional, but I'm more sensitive than I thought I was.
Okay.
But at the same time, I think there are instances where you crack on yourself. It's kind of like, you know what people say about like, you know, I can make a joke about my brother, but
Right.
you say it's a problem.
Right.
It's kind of like that same philosophy where like I said it about myself. And like, yeah, it's a little. I mean, look,
Listen.
we're on the camera right now. You see, I have the sausages, I have the links.
But it was
I have
your
sausage
fingers.
links.
It ain't talk about. It wasn't a joke about your face. I can see you getting upset if it was a face joke. You were ugly or something like that.
Yeah.
If it was,
Well, joke's on her. If that's what she
a
thinks.
weight joke, something like that. You know,
Well,
but
kind of was a weight joke. Fat fingers.
nah. I mean, you're talking about your fingers, man.
I know, but
And you led. That's a big
I
thing.
know. That's the thing is that I was being self-deprecating. I just thought the laugh reaction was a little much. I thought it deserved maybe a or not like the head went back.
Nah, Amber, you was good with that one, Amber.
Okay.
I'm co-signing that.
Dylan, what do you think?
Man, everybody has their things that they're, questionable about themselves with. Man, and people just gotta respect who you are.
Yeah,
Dylan, stop. Dylan, stop that.
Man, people
Dylan went
always...
philosophical with it.
Nah, I mean, I always make comment, oh, I'm skinny as hell. Like,
Yeah.
But, everybody has their type of weight problems, man. I wish I wasn't so skinny. But
Now,
people joke about being skinny all the time.
That is true.
I can't control my weight like that.
That is true. Now, have you ever been in a situation like where like you've said something about yourself
Man.
and then like
all the time.
people just laugh too hard and you're like,
The skinny guy will just like slip under the door, like I don't know, it's
legs
just a
under the
blow.
door.
No,
Wow.
like I don't know, it'll just blow away in the wind. Like I don't know, and there's
man.
so many
Not the
skinny
wind.
jokes.
That's a lot.
Come on,
Wow. You see Jervis, you laughed too. You did see? You dipped your head. Dipping your head down low, that's disrespectful, Jervis. That's what we're talking about.
Listen.
You're laughing too hard. You're too invested into
No, because
it.
I can see Dylan blown away the way when he said it. That's why I can
bro,
picture
that's
that joint.
not what we're doing.
Nah, I can picture
We're not
that.
roasting Dylan right now.
No, we're not. No, Dylan's my man.
You proved my point. You
No.
did it again. 3 weeks in a row, Jervis has proved my point for me. You laughing too hard, bro.
Dylan's
That's
my man.
disrespectful.
Listen, I'm a skinny guy, so I get it. Listen, all right, I'm gonna help you out, Dylan.
Where?
I'm gonna give you some great advice today.
Okay.
All right. This is my ugly duckling story. I tell my kids all the time, and I'm like, "You didn't hear the ugly duckling? No, we know. You didn't hear that? No. We've heard the story too many times. We know the story."
Okay.
Now make it real short. I'll give you the short version.
Or long, whatever you prefer.
I was a kid,
We're here for an hour.
18 years old. You know what I mean? Like, could never get a date, all that kind of stuff. I was skinny. I was. Yeah, probably had some acne back in the day, peasy head. You know what I mean? I just wasn't my best self at that point in time.
Yeah.
And
you're not, and honestly, like, I'm gonna let you finish, but you're not supposed to be your best self in high school.
right, but
You look at people that are living their best lives
but there
in high
are some
school.
people that are their best self
No, but
in high school.
but that's the problem. You're peaking too early.
Yeah, if
You
peak
should
in
you
high
should
school,
not
that's wrong.
like you look at those people like the high school quarterback with the varsity jacket and those people that were super cool in high school. Look at what they're doing now.
Yeah, but we're not worried about now. We worry about then.
Right.
So that's
Right.
all
I
it is.
got you. I
In
got
that
you.
moment,
Yeah.
you don't want to be the skinny guy with the acne
Right.
and on the braces and all that.
Right.
So we would go out on triple dates. Me and my boy Troy, my boy Mike, we all go out on a triple date. By the end
Okay.
of the date, all 3 girls are walking with Troy. Troy was the guy. Short. He was
Wow.
his knock was he was short, but he was short. He was athletic, good looking, funny, smart. He had
Light skin.
Nah, he wasn't light skinned, but he had the total package with everything else, all that stuff.
Okay.
Mike was the fat guy. I was the skinny guy. So that was our crew, And so I woke up one day, go in the bathroom, brush my teeth and everything. I'm in the mirror, and I'm like, all right, you know what? Let's do this right now. Right now. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1's the worst, 10 is the best.
This is a conversation you're having with yourself.
With myself
Okay.
at 18 years old.
Okay.
I said, your looks. 5 is average down the middle. You're not a 5. All right, you might be a 6, maybe 7, but you're not average. It's a good thing. Your smile. People always say you have a great smile, you get a 10. And I just went down the list. My eyes. I went my
So
body.
you gave yourself like a body image SAT.
Yes. I'm like, yo, you're
the-
skinny, but guess
Yeah,
what?
okay.
There's nothing you can do about being skinny right now.
Right.
Nothing you can do unless I eat more, work out, which I wasn't doing. So it is what it is. You're skinny. So you
And
get
some people just naturally built that way.
And I went through the whole list, and by the end, I was like, "There's nothing wrong with you, man. Like, first of all, you're not average. So if you're not, I've seen average people that I thought was average. You're not them. I've seen ugly people that I think you're not them. You're not the best looking guy. You don't got the best body and all this. But you know what? You're not average. You're better than average, and there's nothing wrong with you." And when I left the bathroom that day, I've never had a problem, in a sense, getting a date or talking to a girl or things like that, because I realized, I'm 6'1", but I used to walk leaned over.
Yeah.
Now I walk with my shoulders back, head up. I'm looking people in their eye when I'm talking to them. All that stuff makes a difference, and it's a confidence thing. And I know it's hard for people to get when they're younger. You get it when you're older. But if you can understand that when you're younger, it changed my life.
So we're going to take a quick break, and Dylan's going to go to the bathroom and self-evaluate.
But it was a life changer for
Yeah.
me. And it's one of those things. I went through the same jokes as Dylan. I heard my boys are roasting me because I'm the skinny guy. But you know what? After that day, it was like, it doesn't bother me. Because
Well,
I'm
what you
confident
found?
in myself. I know what I have.
There it is.
And it's self-love.
You found your confidence.
I love myself for the way I am.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect. I'm not you, and I can't be you. I can't be
Right.
the quarterback.
Right.
So you just have to work with what you got.
Yeah.
And if you work with what you got, you can do a lot with it. And that's what I did.
Self-confidence is so valuable.
It's huge.
It's
It
so
is
valuable.
huge. Like I said, and it changed my life. I tell my kids that when I coach, I would tell the kids. I tell everybody that story because if you can just take that little piece of information from that and realize there's nothing wrong with you,
Yeah.
and just love yourself a little bit more, build up that confidence.
You hear that, kids?
You on a train. You on that gravy train after that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, I've always said this. If you don't have confidence in yourself, then who's going to have confidence in you?
True.
It starts with you. If you don't believe in yourself, no one ever will believe in you.
True.
And it could be the craziest thing you believe in. You got to believe in it. And confidence is contagious. You spread that out in the world's going to spread it back to you. They're going to feel it from you.
Yeah.
So, that's very important.
But your sausage fingers, man, I'm just saying. I think you was in your feelings a little bit.
I mean, I may have been. But I guess my overall point is sometimes things hit you different. It's a gut shot. Ugh. It didn't feel good. But let me go to my next question. All right. So this occurred at the supermarket.
Oh boy.
Yeah, supermarket is a strange place. I don't like being there. It's just
Love it.
It's of course you do.
I do all the shopping. I love it.
Of course you love.
I love
supermarket.
people.
Like why would you not love being
Come
supermarket?
on.
I love people too, but I don't like supermarket people. Supermarket people are weirdos. For instance, you're in an aisle, your grocery shop, and say you see someone because usually you run into people at supermarkets that but you don't really want to have a conversation with them. Mm-hmm. It's always those people. It's not like you're good friends. It's always people. It's like, I know you, but I don't want to talk to you right now. I don't want to do this. So you get this. You'll be in an aisle 7. We'll say. Oops. You'll be in aisle 7. And you'll be walking through, and someone will walk up to you, and you'll have a little 2-minute conversation with you, and then you know what happens? You see them in the next aisle, and they can't just walk past you and keep it moving. What do they have to do? Oh, we meet again. Shut up. You don't have to say that. I don't want to. I see you. I know we see each other again. Just and keep going. We don't have to have a talk. But those are the type of situations that I can't stand in supermarkets. Another situation I hate is the self-checkout. It's the biggest scam in the history of America.
It's the best thing.
Okay, so do you want to work at Giant? Do you want to work there? Do you why? Why? Okay, so I'm at a supermarket, right?
Right.
Why in the world? Why would I want to do my own checkout when there's people that are paid to work there to do this job? I don't want to do that job. That's your job. It's not my job. I say kids love doing everything adults don't want to do. Like when I was a kid, I wanted to be a SEPTA bus driver. Like I was enamored with SEPTA. Like I would sit in the front seat and I would just sit there and just
stare at the driver.
I thought I would get autographs from these people. I thought they were the coolest people in the world.
What?
Like my son right now.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah.
You used to get
autographs.
instead of getting Jordan's autograph, you wanted the SEPTA
I
bus
wanted Mr.
driver.
Jim. Mr. Jim on the 55 bus. This is real. I'm not. I wish I could make this stuff up. I'm not. I was sort of.
Amber, you had every right to diss them sausage fingers. There's something wrong with this dude.
Well, these sausage fingers be driving a bus. Okay, so I would be sitting in the front, right?
Oh
and
my
like
gosh.
I would be obsessed with SEPTA bus drivers. Kids just want to do weird stuff. Like my son right now, I think wants to be like garbage man. Like that's what he wants to do right now. I'm like, all right, whatever, son. Okay. Go work for BFI. I don't know.
Sesame Street fan, man.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so I was obsessed with SEPTA.
Okay. That's your phone, man?
My phone ringing. I don't know.
every week, bro.
I don't know. I'm sorry. It was super loud. I tried to ignore it, and Dylan goes, "Hey, buddy,
The phone.
shut that down." So yeah, kids want to do stuff that adults don't want to do. So,
Okay.
so my daughter is into. She wants to do self checkout. I said the same thing every week. Hey, we don't work at Giant. We're not doing that. Let's go over to aisle 7.
Come on, man.
Get in the line. We're gonna watch them do it. If you want to hey, when you're 14, you want to live your dream and bag groceries, go ahead. I was a bagger. I was a great bagger at Acme. Legendary.
Come on, man. Look,
Youngest, hold on a second. Listen to this. Youngest cashier in the history of the Dolestown Acme franchise. Right here. 14. We had 3 pregnant girls go out. I had to step up. I was the 4th string quarterback. I stepped up.
there might have been
I
a law
brought it.
against that, man.
I brought it.
There might be some under
14
the
years
table stuff
old.
going on.
Peanut head Bradham. little tiny peanut head.
You stepped to the plate.
Stepped to the
the
plate. Little
challenge.
pencil neck. I was like, guys, I'm ready. I can do this. I've been watching. I'm ready. I took care of it. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Look,
Go ahead.
self checkout is great if you follow the rules of 10 items or less.
Yeah, but you'll have people come through.
Yeah, but if you're
I
trying
would
to
agree
do
with that.
if you're trying to do a full cart worth, yeah, I can see why that
People
wouldn't
do
be
that,
fun.
though.
No, I get that, but if I got 10 items or less, self checkouts. Why wait in a long line behind a guy like you with your cart full just to get my little 10
What is that
items
supposed
done?
to mean? I like the energy you put on that.
No, I'm just saying.
A guy like me, my
A guy
cart
like
full.
you with your cart full of
I'm
groceries
sensitive
for
today,
the
guys. My
family.
sausage fingers, I'm
No,
sensitive.
no,
I don't know. That came off a little different.
Let me rephrase that. Why would it be behind a gentleman with a full cart of groceries for his family?
Yeah.
That's going to be a $300 bill.
Yeah.
I got $10 in my cart, my little basket right here, or I'm carrying it in my hand. Like, I just want to get in and out. Self checkout is great.
But see, what you're supposed to do is, and this actually, I'll say this has been cool. The past 6 months, it's happened to me twice, where I had like 3 items in my hand, and someone ahead of me had like $200 worth of groceries. And they're like, hey, you go ahead of me.
See?
I'm like, you sure?
See?
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you're a
There's
good
still
human.
good people in the world.
You're a good human. Thank you.
But listen, grocery shopping is great. Self checkout is great. And that's the problem. When you see people in the aisle, once you speak to them, you're right. You got to talk to them. You see them. So you make the conversation quick. Yeah, I got this ice cream. I got to get over this ice cream mail. I'll rap to you later, Marcus. Boom. Now
See, I'm really bad at the
Did I
exit.
see in aisle 9? I'm just giving you the head nod.
I'm not good at the exit.
Keep it moving. Or I'm not going to say nothing to you at all. Like, you can say, hey, funny meeting you again in this aisle. I'm just going to
And
keep
you just
on walking.
ignore? Oh, that's right. You were the guy that broke up with his girl voicemail. That's right. So that's why you can. What kind of person should ignore someone in a grocery store?
I just saw
you. Can't shun them.
I just saw you in aisle 7.
Yeah, so you can't shun me in aisle 6.
We don't have to have a conversation every hour.
We don't have to, you're right. I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna see. My problem is I don't know how to get the exit. It's like those conversations I don't want to have. I'm really bad at getting out of them.
It's easy though. Now how I do it too? I see what aisle they're going into next. They're going into 9. I'm avoiding 9, and I'll skip it, and I'll come
you're
back to
scouting.
9 later
Okay.
if I have to. Or I just want.
So you'll do a drive by the aisle.
Yes.
and
See him
you
in
see
it.
him and you're out.
Yeah.
You're
And
out.
if
Okay.
I need ketchup and they're in that aisle too long, kids ain't getting ketchup tonight on these hot dogs. We just gonna keep it moving. It's gonna be mustard.
First of all, ketchup
Like-
on a hot dog. What are you 7? Who puts ketchup on hot dogs anymore?
Ketchup,
No.
mustard, onions,
No.
everything.
Ketchup can knock on hot dogs over
Absolutely.
the age of 10.
What do you put on your hot dog?
Mustard.
That's it?
Mustard.
What kind of mustard?
Spicy mustard.
All right, at least you get the point for the spicy. That's
you
it?
cannot put ketchup on your hot
You don't
dogs.
put nothing else on it? Just
No.
mustard?
Listen, there's certain things
Wait a
certain
minute.
things you
No.
can't do after the age of 10.
No relish?
No ice cream and cone.
yes, you
We
can.
covered that.
Yes, you
No.
can.
You cannot eat ice cream and cone at the age of 10, and no ketchup on hot dogs.
Dylan,
What do you cut them up and dip them too?
Dylan, do you still put ketchup? Do you still put
I had to be the deciding factor for
Dylan, do you still put ketchup on your hot dog?
never.
Can't do it.
No.
Can't do it.
That's
Over
why
the
you
age
ain't
of
got no
10.
weight on you, Dylan. You better get them calories, bro. You better get that ketchup on your hot dog, man.
That's
Some
ridiculous.
mustard on some sliced bread. you
That's
know?
right. That's right. You
Dylan's
can't.
still eating bread. He can get
Wait,
the
you're
hot
folding
dog
the
roll.
bread?
What's that?
Did you say the bread? You're folding the bread?
Yeah, sliced bread got to fold up. Yeah, fold it up.
No roll. You're
Man,
going
Dylan,
sliced
Dylan,
bread.
rolls.
Dylan, you hood.
Dylan
bro.
Hood.
Dylan
That's a
Hood.
hood.
Dylan is
You put in
hood.
the bowl of water
Yeah, wait a minute. Do you boil your hot dog?
where they split. Ew, no.
No.
That's disgusting.
How do you cook your hot dog?
Microwave.
Oh my God, Dylan!
What the hell? What are you doing, bro? You're doing it wrong.
No, I'm only gonna eat hot dogs when I gotta eat something like right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm gonna
Or
take the
you gotta
extra
roast
2
them.
I'm gonna
minutes.
throw
You
them
gotta
on the
roast
grill,
them.
or
Yeah, or you can do it in the oven. The oven's the same effect. It's the roast. You roast it in the
Yeah,
oven too.
Dylan, you cannot. The mic. That's a viation,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh,
No
I
microwave
know.
for the hot dog.
It's bad.
My daughter still microwave hot dogs.
It's not a
She's
good
9,
thing.
by the way. Just saying.
Still a violation.
Just saying. I mean, I get on her too about it. I'm like, that's disgusting. What are you doing? But whatever.
No, you got to put onions on it, some relish,
Yeah.
whatever you
I'm
want.
with you on that.
Ketchup,
No.
mustard.
No.
Yeah, man, knock
Ketchup
that out.
cannot be not condiment for hot dogs over the age of 10. when you're an adult, it's like cutting up your hot dog and dipping it. You can't do that over the age of 10
now,
either.
now, I have a funny feeling. I don't know why. You're a picky eater, aren't you? You're that dude that just does it. You don't put like, on your burger, you won't have tomatoes and lettuce. You can only have.
I don't do
ketchup and
tomatoes. I do
mustard or
lettuce.
something.
I do
Like,
lettuce.
You're that guy.
I do lettuce and onions. I do not.
You're
do
plain
tomatoes.
Jane eater. I bet that's what you are.
I don't like mixing things.
Yeah.
Like for instance, you got a plate of food, right? You got mashed potatoes,
Right.
your vegetable, your meat.
Yeah.
My food can't touch.
What?
If it touches, I won't eat it. I'm
You're-
out.
That's wow. It's touching in your mouth.
Yeah, but I don't see it.
It's touching. I don't
It's not
see it.
visible.
It's touching in your mouth.
It's not visible.
You put the mashed potatoes in and some peas in too, and then some meat, and you chew it all
No,
together.
and I eat things like I eat my sides first, and then I go to my main course.
Oh, I feel that.
Yeah,
I feel that.
I go like when I'm at a restaurant, it's French fries, all the fries, and then I go to the burger.
That's 10.
I don't-
That's what you
I don't-
do when you're 10 and under. Grown-ups don't do that. Kids 10 and under do that. That's what you do at 10 and under. All the fries first, and then you won't even eat your burger.
Why are we even talking about this? This has nothing to do with my story at all. How do we even talk about this? I don't even know how we even got here. We were in a grocery store. Now we're talking about what happened in restaurants.
'Cause you
Let's
went to
stay
the hot
focused. Let me get back to my story. So, at the grocery store, maybe the most awkward place to be is a deli. Because it's a congregation of people that don't want to be there. You have people that just don't want to be a part of whatever. It's like a society of people. You all have to congregate together. It's like a community of people. And you're just standing there waiting for something to happen. First of all, the system is so 70s. Why am I still taking a number at a deli?
Because there's that many people.
Yeah, but we don't need to do that. Just look out and say, you. Or get us a straight. Let's go single file.
Because you called Marcus. I've been here before Marcus.
Let's go.
Now we're going to fight.
We're in the suburbs, bro. We're not fighting at the deli.
Bro, they're going to fight over that deli meat. You can't. That's cutting in line.
Okay.
That's always starts a fight.
All right.
Now, look, I'll say this. Here's something. I know the shop right by my house, what they do is, if you want to get a pound of American cheese, they'll already slice a pound of American cheese, a half pound of American cheese, and then put it
It should be ready.
in the cooler out there.
I like that.
So you can walk by and they do all the meat.
I like
so
that.
you just go by,
See,
pound
that's
of
what I'm talking
ham,
about.
pound of salami, whatever you need, roast beef. You just take it
that
and
should
keep
be
it
happening.
moving. So if
see,
for
here-
some reason you want it cut, then you can go to the counter, but they already have it cut
At my local Giant, you got to go up there and tell them what you want.
because
so
it's
I'll-
giant.
Don't do that to Giant.
Because-
Giant's a great store.
'cause it's Giant.
They even sell beer now. Anyway.
Well, welcome to the 21st century,
All right,
Giant.
Okay, all right. So I'm next in line. This guy's in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes and he requests a pound of American cheese. Now, typically when they slice the cheese up, they come to you and they say, "Is this okay?" And they show you the cheese. And then when they show it to you, they give you the slice of cheese to eat.
Are we back at 10 years old again?
No, this is this is adult.
This is what happens when you're 10 years old.
No, 10 years old. What? 10 years old don't go to the deli.
Can I get a slice of cheese, please?
No, you don't ask for the cheese. They just give it to you. Like it's a thing. It's like a handshake agreement. Like when you show me the cheese, you give me the cheese. Now this is not me. There's a person in front of me. This is not. I'm observing this.
Right.
On my cart. So the guy goes, "It's okay." The guy goes, "Yeah," and he goes to grab the cheese. The deli guy takes the cheese back and walks back. So the guy's hand's just sitting there. All right. Now here's my problem. So this is obviously embarrassing for that guy, and I don't know if he's sure that anyone observed this moment. I don't know that he knows anything happened.
He knows.
But what does he do? He looks right at me and brings me into it. Like he just makes eye contact with me.
Because you were looking. You observed the whole thing.
No.
You just observed it.
Here's my problem. Now you're salty, okay, because this happened. Now, salty, for those you don't know, is just a code word for embarrassment. I'm just hope everyone knows that. Now he's salty about the situation, right? But now he brings me in looking at me and makes me secondhand salty. I don't want to be a part of it. Like, I don't want anything to do with this situation. So when he looks at me and make eye contact with me, I'm now all of a sudden, I got to go, yeah, I know. I don't want to do that.
No.
I don't want to be a part of it. So here's my thing. And here's my thing. Like, why do people, when people get embarrassed, why do they feel like they need to bring you into their embarrassment? Like, because this is not the first time this happens all the time with people. People will do something embarrassing. And they'll be like you and be like, no, bro, I don't want to be a part of it. Like, this is your moment to be embarrassed. You stuck your hand out for the cheese and assumed you're getting the cheese. You didn't get it. I'm sorry you didn't get the cheese. That sucks.
It did, but you co-signed it.
I didn't co-sign it. No, I didn't. I didn't co-sign. I was in the position, the cart, I had my hand on my cart. I just happened to be there. I wanted no parts of it.
Did you observe the whole transaction?
He didn't know that, though.
Right, but did you observe it?
I was far enough back. I was probably a good 10 to 15 yards back. I wasn't right there. I was back enough where I was just sitting there. I could have easily been staring off into space.
Were there other people around?
Here's what I would have done. Yeah, but here's what I would have done. If that happened to me, I would have ripped for the cheese, like, oh, okay, all right. And went back to my cart, pretend like I was tying my shoe, whatever, something. I'm not bringing other people into it.
No. This is where you made your mistake.
Okay.
He made eye contact, which you then took and accepted. You
Okay.
gave it to him.
Yeah.
So now you have to respond to this with the eye contact. And what did you do? You gave him one of the, I agree, man. He should have gave you the cheese.
It wasn't
That's
an
what you
agreement.
did.
I just made a struggle. I didn't know what to do. So I just went,
That was agreement. Because you could have been like, what'd you reach for the cheese for, bro? You ain't 10.
Who's doing that?
Nobody, probably.
I'm not having a
Right.
confrontation
Okay,
in the middle
so-
of Giant over cheese.
But you know what you could have did? You could have took your cart and just walked away. And came back later.
What?
And then that avoids any
I gotta say, out of all
That
the
would avoid
people
all that.
I have conversations with, you have some of the strangest logic and demeanor for things that you do. So you're just gonna leave the deli and just go away.
Listen,
After it happens, you're out.
I got my ticket. I don't got this one. Let me go pick up some bread now and something else, and I'll come back because I hear him say 67. That's me, bro. I don't got to stand there for that.
It's insane. Dylan, come on, weigh in here. I mean, like I said, my issue is this. I was just trying to get some cheese. That's all I'm trying to do. I don't want to be a part of this situation, and now I'm here.
Man, there is no words for that. Every situation, like someone always tries to bring someone else into it.
I don't want to be involved.
Hey, if I had the willpower to just leave this deli, then I would.
Right.
Like,
I'm not. That's my thing. I'm not strong enough to do stuff like that. I can't just be like, I'm out.
Misery loves company. That guy.
That's true.
That's why you don't want to be embarrassed by. You want somebody to. It's not even about being
To
embarrassed
validate
with
your
you.
embarrassment.
Right. And the cosign that was messed up what he did. Like, yo, that was messed up what he did, right? Like,
And,
you
and
saw it.
honestly, it was messed up. Like, it's a handshake agreement. Like, it's a whole thing. Like, we go to the deli and they check the cheese.
No.
They give you that piece of cheese.
No.
It's a thing.
No.
We need to pull out.
It was a thing in the 70s. Yeah, it was a thing.
And 90s.
And it's a thing. It's a thing when you have a kid with you, not an adult. The adult doesn't get the slice. It's a kid. Yes,
I've gotten a slice for an adult.
They give the slice to the kid. Hey, And they always say, "Do you mind if I give your kids a slice of
Is
cheese?"
this really a
Do you
kid
wanna-"
thing?
Yes.
Nah.
That's a
If
kid
the
thing.
slice is over the counter on the other side of the counter,
If it's extended,
No.
like here's the thing: what are you gonna do with that slice of cheese?
That's
Where's it going?
I'm slicing your cheese. Boom. Is this the thickness you want of it?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. That's the first slice.
So I
Sing,
don't,
sing,
but
sing, and the
here's thing,
rest.
you already put it over the counter. I don't want it in my bag now. Just give it to me.
With a touch. It ain't touch nothing.
I just want it at that point. I want the cheese. Just give me the cheese. Just show me the cheese. I remember I like cheese.
Not for you
Let
to
me
eat.
taste this cheese and make sure it's okay.
Trust me, it's
I'm
okay.
trying to be poison control for my family. I don't know what kind of cheese you're giving us. I'm trying to protect my family and my kids.
That kid is like, Marcus, I see you in here every week, man. You get the same cheese. I know how thick you want it too, but I'm being nice and saying, is this the thickness, Marcus? Again,
I do. You know what? You want to get me angry? You want to piss me off? Here's what you do to me. And Amber, we had to have a talk about this because she gets a really thin cheese. Mm-hmm. But I get so upset because you can't peel it. So I'm taking off like 5 slices at a time. I have too much cheese in my sandwich. I'm a 2-slice cheese man. 2-slice cheese. That's all I want. But I'm peeling off because, sausage fingers. I can't get in there. We bring it all back around to sausage fingers. I can't get in there. So I'm peeling off like 4 slices at a time and not crisp slices. Like I like my slices to be like nice and laid flat. I'm peeling off corners over here, half over there. Then I gotta go to the other half, get the other half. No. So I need my cheese nice and thick so I can just peel it off and place it on a sandwich. Man, I got a lot of rules. I'm a tough man.
You're a handful.
I don't know how she puts up with me.
You're a handful.
I have rules for literally everything.
Yeah, you're a handful. That's for real.
We got a whole debate. Oh, real quick before we go to break, I want you guys to settle this debate real quick. Let's not make this too long because we got to go to break. But napping. Mm-hmm. How long should a nap be?
All day.
No, Dylan.
That's called sleep, Dylan. That's called sleep.
So he said, who are you, Garfield? Are you a cat?
Man, if I
Can't
could
sleep
all
all
the time,
day.
Nah. Genuine answer: 30 minutes.
Okay.
No.
What about you?
2 hours.
That's
the magic
so
number.
I'm not mad at either one of those answers. That's a siesta. The quick cat nap.
Yeah.
That's fine. 2 hours. A nap should not be longer than 2 hours. You can't nap longer than 2 hours. No. Anything over 2 hours is sleeping.
Sleep, yes.
Just want to put that out there.
Even though they say a nap should only be 20 minutes. All the doctors and all that kind of stuff.
What kind of serial killers nap 20 minutes?
They say 20 minutes, but take one every 3 hours or something.
Yeah,
I don't got time for that.
I think it's over actually in Australia. They have like nap time.
Yeah.
Like you're allowed to really go home for part of the day and take a nap, which I think is awesome. It's amazing.
No, it's not.
I'm in.
Cats wouldn't be coming back to work.
No, here. Yo, you could never do that here. You won't see Bob for 3 days.
It's a wrap.
Bob's not coming home. He ain't coming back to work.
You're done. But 2 hours is good. That's the magic number, 2 hours. And if you can get that, life is good.
I feel good. I feel like this is a good therapy session. I feel much better about everything. I feel like we settled a lot of things here. Well, so we're going to go ahead and take a break. And when we come back, we're going to talk a little hip-hop. And somebody's lying in hip-hop. Imagine that. Totally Unclear. Marques Gervase.
Yes.
Dylan on the production. We'll be right back.
All right, we'll do.
I came out in the 11th grade. Nobody was embracing you. The kids were cruel. It was very difficult to be gay. Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. And even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma. I have a mentor, Maria, and she convinced me to continue my education. Just never judges. She's a true role model.
From the depths of my heart, I thank you, Maria, for being a friend and a beautiful person. No one receives a diploma alone, and I'm honored to share this moment with you. Thank you.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Yeah, man, it's Totally Unclear. Marques Gervase. Usla Media.
Yes, yes.
So I love music. I'm a music man. I love all forms of music. People say that, but I live it. There's not really any music I don't like. I can find something I like generally in every form. Now, my favorite music art form is hip hop.
Okay.
Definitely. Something interesting happened this past week in hip hop. So we all know Drake, obviously, Aubrey Drake Graham. One of the, love him or hate him, dominates the hip hop landscape at this point. Arguably, I don't even know if it's an argument at this point. I'm gonna say the best singles run in the history of hip hop. Like, we're talking just chart-topping singles, nothing else. Probably the best run that we've ever seen. He came in 2010, I think it was about 2010, and he's on like a 9-year run of just hits. Love him or hate him, it's the truth. It is what it is.
What about Jay?
No, not singles. We're talking just strictly like
a single, yes. A song off the
Drake,
album.
Drake definitely, right. But I'm not even talking just his albums. I'm talking like
guest appearances, and all that stuff.
Guest appearances. Working with other artists.
Okay.
Like all from 10 to 19, nobody has a stream of singles like Drake. It's just a different stratosphere of hit songs. Anyway, his dad was on Nick Cannon's morning show out in LA. And his dad said that Drake talks a lot about his dad kind of not being around for him when he was a kid.
Right.
He's been pretty vocal about that. It's kind of been a running theme in a lot of his songs. He talked about it on 0 to 100. A lot of the Take Care album had that on there. It's been a theme throughout his music. So his dad, Nick Cannon asked his dad about that. And his dad said, listen, I'm paraphrasing here. He said, listen, I had a conversation with Drake about this. I asked him, like, why is he always kind of dogging me out in his music? Why is he saying these things about me? I was around for you. And Drake's answer was, listen, I'm trying to sell records.
What?
Yeah. So somebody's lying here. I wasn't in the household. I don't know who's lying. But here's my point with all of this. So it's hip hop and somebody's lying about something in their life. Why in 2019 should that surprise anybody? Or should anybody care about that? Like, are we really naive enough right now to think in 2019 that Rick Ross actually was a drug dealer? We have pictures of him in a whole correctional outfit.
Right.
Correctional officer outfit. Like, he was a correctional officer. Mm-hmm. A CO. But Port of Miami and his early work and even his stuff now, he's talking about being involved in the drug game. You have Tekashi 6ix9ine going through his whole situation. Claimed to be a 9 Trey blood. That was not true.
Supposedly.
What? Yeah, allegedly.
Put that word in there. It's a big word. You got to put it in there.
Allegedly, of course. I'm usually good at it. I forgot about that. Yeah, but so you have this stuff. Why do we care? Like, for me, music is entertainment. I look at music like movies. I don't believe Sylvester Stallone actually is a boxer from Philadelphia. Like, but the movies were entertaining.
Right.
Like, those fights were completely unrealistic and ridiculous. You would never be able to see a boxing match where you saw Rocky fight Apollo Creed. Someone would literally die. You can't hit someone in the head repeatedly that many times. But it's entertaining. But I feel like people have a hard time with music. Like, some people feel like music is supposed to be, like, authentic, and this is actually what's going on. But it's not. But that's not true, because you have so many people who write songs for other people based on their philosophies and based on what they're doing. So it's just like, to me, it's just crazy that people are like, oh my God, Drake lied about his dad?
Yeah.
How can I trust him?
Absolutely.
Okay, Jervis, go ahead. Just go ahead.
Listen, hip hop was built on speaking your truth. Mm-hmm. So, yes, It's more credible if you write your own rhymes, not having a ghostwriter. And the things you write about are real. From Melly Mel on down the line, KRS-One, all these. You're rapping about what's real, what's going on in your hood. It's authentic. It's real. You're not making this up. You've lived this life. So it starts there and comes all the way up to today where I think people still expect that. We expect you to be real. Don't get me wrong, even though it hasn't been because you have Ice Cube writing for Eazy-E. Things like that to sell records. But people still expect when somebody's talking about doing certain things in their records that they really did those things. So I can see why people were getting upset. You would get upset if you hear that somebody made that stuff up.
You mentioned a key word in your soliloquy. Was.
Yes.
That's what hip-hop was.
That's how
You're also going back to a time where hip-hop was counterculture. Now hip-hop is the culture. You're talking Grandmaster Flash, talking about how when New York City was really in a bad state, talking about the facts and the things he was seeing in his city. KRS-One, you're mentioning guys who, they were living that stuff. But when you look at artists that's come along, and really it's the 2010s where things started to kind of cycle and change, where this is now to me strictly an entertainment platform.
Right.
It's not any longer where it was back then, 25, 30 years ago, where these guys were actually involved in a lot of these things. It's not like that anymore. When I listen to an artist like Drake, I'm not listening to him for anything else but entertainment. I'm looking for flow. I'm looking for beat. I'm looking for melody. I'm looking for lyrical content, not in the sense of truth, but just entertainment. That's where we should be now. Like, music should be looked at now in the same way, like I said, movies are looked at, or television. You want to be able to put your headphones on or be in your car and suspend belief.
No. They should not be. Movies should be that way.
But why can't music be that way?
Because it's not. Because when an artist writes a love song, they're writing that from the heart.
Not necessarily.
I understand that, but that's what you expect. When Taylor Swift writes that song because she broke up with that guy,
and this 13 breakups.
Right, but this is why. Because you feel music that way more than you feel a movie that way. Music speaks to people. I mean, who doesn't love music? Whatever genre of music you like, everybody has music in their life. Music speaks to you. It changes you. Those words,
but movies can do the same thing. But you're playing a character.
But it's different. Music, I think, is more impactful that way. And when you are a fan of an artist who has struggles that you have gone through, anxiety, and they sing about that, you feel that. Somebody in the hood who you grew up in the hood like that rapper, and they're rhyming about things in the hood that you can relate to, that moves you. Maybe to better yourself because you're hearing that rapper doing the same thing, how he bettered himself going through the things he went through. Music is so different that way. And the thing is, too, you're old. So that's why you are saying the things you're saying. Because the kids today, they look at those artists the same way you looked at Melly Mel and KRS-One when they were rhyming in that sense.
I don't believe that at all.
Yes.
I think, honestly, it's the opposite. I think they're, like, they don't care. Like, here's the thing. Now, like, for me, here's something that a couple years ago I struggled with. When it came out that Drake wasn't writing his own music, that was a sore spot for me because when I was in my day, that was a problem. You had to write your own music.
Right.
You had to. They don't care about that today. It's not something these kids care about. Drake didn't lose any fans. Like, listen, what Pusha T did to Drake in that beat, if that would have happened in 2001, we never would have saw Drake again. He would be in hiding somewhere in Montana, living in a shelter, eating Del Monte canned vegetables. We never would have saw him again. Ever.
Right.
But now, stuff like that doesn't matter.
Right.
He actually, Joe Budden who was a rapper. Now people probably know him as a podcast host. He had a pool party, and Drake, he was live streaming, and Drake was trolling him from live stream, basically saying, "Yo, why don't you put on that Pusha T record? See if that rings off in here. See if anybody knows these words." Pusha T don't even know all the words. And Pusha T dragged him in that song. Like, he said, like, Pusha T said stuff in that song that hurt my soul. I got emotional over that. Mm-hmm. But nobody cared. It was a blip. Drake literally put out an album 2 weeks later. Millions and millions of streams. Nobody cared. The stuff that we cared about,
right?
They don't care. And that's my thing. I'm talking about the kids.
No, but
they don't care about that stuff.
They don't
anymore.
care about that. So they don't care about who wrote the song, but they still care about the song. These kids today, and no different from any generation, you care about the words. They care about what Drake is saying. That moves them. So even if they don't know that Drake didn't write those lyrics, it's still speaking to them. And this is how I could tell it. When have you seen these memes when people say, when Drake said that line, I really felt that. You never seen those memes? That, right? That's saying it.
But I think that's tongue in cheek. I don't think they're actually.
That's not tongue in cheek.
I don't think they're actually serious.
No, that's serious. That's serious.
Listen. People can still listen. I think we're kind of saying the same thing, but a little bit differently. Where people listen, even if it wasn't written. Even people can say something and it still touches you, no matter if it's true or not. Mm-hmm. Like I could make up a story right now and play it off as my own, but you don't. But if you don't know me well enough and you don't know my background, you could be touched by that story. It doesn't mean it's true. True. So like you can still be moved by something, but it doesn't. But you can still be moved by something even though it's not necessarily factual. Just like a movie is not factual. And you can still be moved by that movie, even though it's not facts.
I think
people need to get on the same. People need to get on the same. Here's the thing: it'll be a lot easier for people who enjoy things if they suspend disbelief. And it's like, just put your headphones on, get in your car, and then listen to it as a story. It's a story like when you read a book, you get brought into the book. You get captured by the book, fiction or nonfiction. Mm-hmm. But a fiction book, you can still get like back when I was a kid. My favorite books were the Choose Your Own Adventure books. Okay. Remember them?
No.
You don't remember Choose Your Own Adventure? It was like you're a race car driver. And it'd be like turn the page 32 to this result. Or page 44 is this result. And you got to pick which one you want to do. I love that stuff. It wasn't real, but you get swept away in your imagination. Your imagination is one of the most powerful vehicles that you have.
Yep.
So that's what music really should be. Imagination. That's what it is, because now where we are now is not like it was back then. We have no idea what these people. We don't know anything about their lives really, and we can't trust them to be telling the truth. So my thing is I don't understand why people are surprised
because
that
music still
he might be lying about this.
Music is still there's a person. It's not in a sense an ensemble. You go to Rocky, you know that's not Sylvester Stallone.
Right.
That's a character. It's plain and simple.
Yeah.
It's not a true story. If you see Muhammad Ali, with Will Smith playing Muhammad Ali, that's over a true story. It's a difference, but that's not even Muhammad Ali. That's somebody playing Muhammad Ali. This is Taylor Swift singing.
What is it? Wait, stop. Hold on a second. This is the second time in 20 minutes with Taylor Swift.
Well, just because I know.
What is this with Taylor Swift?
I know she has a lot of fans, and I know her fans.
Are you one of them?
No. No. I'm not a
little fast, Jervis.
I'm not a Taylor Swift fan, but I'm just saying.
Let me find you bopping around your house like in your slippers talking about "We are never, ever, ever."
I don't even know any of her songs.
Swing your hair around.
That. But it's like
I have children, bro.
I see people how they react when they see her and but when they see her videos, listen to her music, the way they talk about her, it's Lady Gaga. It's that relationship. Lady Gaga's another one. Like she's speaking to me when she's singing. People think like she's, and not in a crazy way, but like she's speaking to me with these lyrics that she's singing.
Paparazzi,
and that's
spoke to you.
It's
not the one.
Poker Face. It's different, okay. But it's different than a movie. It's totally different, man. Music touches your soul that way. Movies, I'm not saying they can't do that, but they don't do it on a regular basis that music does.
Because music can earn people's lives a little bit more.
Yeah.
You're more inclined to listen to a song than watch a movie.
listen.
Just because you have more time to do that.
Right. Driving
Songs
home.
are 3 minutes long.
Yeah, driving
movies are
home.
2 hours long.
You're not watching a movie driving home. You listen to music.
Right. But it still can have the same
touches you.
impact. I'm just saying it's all entertainment. So let's just look at it that. Can we agree with that? Just be entertained.
It's all entertainment, but people don't look at it that way with music.
All right, whatever. Just be entertained.
It's in your soul, man. Touch
All right, so
me.
listen. It is time for Hate It or Love It. If it's your first time joining the show, let me explain to you how this works. Dylan, our esteemed producer, will come up with a couple things. It could be pop culture, it could be sports. We don't really know. But he's going to come up with a couple of things to kind of show us what's going on, and we're going to decide if we either hate it or we love it.
All right. We got a couple for you. So, all right. Let's start with an easy one. First one, October weather. Hate it or love it?
Hate it.
Damn.
Yeah. Hate it.
What?
First of all, I'm a summer guy. The hotter the better. But that has nothing to do with it.
Who over the age of 15 enjoys summer? What are you doing?
I love summer.
We got splashing around the fire hydrant. What are you
summer.
doing, Gervase?
This is the problem with October weather. I'm going to tell you, a day like today, you come out and it's cold. And then you get in your car in the sun because it's a sunny day and it's hot as hell. Now you got to take all these layers off of your car. You're sweating.
All right, you're being a little dramatic.
Like right now,
it's not that hot.
I'm sweating in this.
You don't have to take off layers.
This little top I got because I should have a short sleeve on right now. Just rocking that. But the weather is so freaky. It's hot and cold all at the same time, and it's dumb. I hate it.
I love it.
Damn.
I love it. I'll tell you why. Well, what it used to be is October weather we have now used to be September's weather. But now because the patterns have changed, global warming, et cetera, it's now October is the new September. September is my favorite month of the year weather-wise because you get those nice, first of all, there's nothing like that, those brisk mornings. It's vibrant. It makes you feel good. You know? It feels good. Feel good in your bones.
It's cold.
And then it gets up to a nice comfortable temperature, maybe 70, 75 degrees. I love it. It's beautiful. Leaves. It's awesome. Summer's too hot in the summertime. I mean, everyone loves the vibe of summer because it makes, like, especially at the beginning, you want to do things, you want to have a good time, all that stuff like that. But here's to a point, like, bro, it's 97 degrees outside. What is this?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a dryer.
Man,
No.
Listen, a drink will take care of that.
All right, whatever.
And next up, we got the U.S. Electoral College.
Okay.
Hate it or love it?
U.S. electoral. Wow, we're getting deep
Yeah,
here.
Dylan.
I hate it.
He went from an easy one to
Yeah,
woo.
this is
We're on the
wow.
edge.
I hate it. First of all, I hate it, and I think it's so outdated. It's completely outdated. Why are you looking at me like that? It's completely outdated, and we need to come up with a system of just popular vote. That's it. Popular vote. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that should be how we run things from now on. It's too complicated. This state has 30. This state has 60. I don't know. It's too much. Popular vote. Raise your hand for this candidate. Put your hand down if you don't. Let's just keep it simple.
I agree. I hate it. You're saying all the stuff I was going to say. So, yeah, I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah, it should be that easy.
Yeah, it should be that easy.
It should be
Man.
simple. But it should be
people
much more simpler than
Simpler
it
than that.
is.
Yeah. I mean, it's just too complex, and it's a very. But there's a lot of things in our society that are outdated. Like you look at our Constitution. We need to revise that. Like why are we living by laws that were written 300 years ago? Like a lot of things have changed in 300 years. Like even like the right to bear arms. Think about it. Like did our forefathers envision like AK assault rifles when they wrote that in there? No. They did not. They had muskets. You literally had to crank them and then shoot, and they shot dust. Like back in war times back then, I don't want to get too deep in this, but war times back then, they shot to wound, not to kill. Like that was what war was back in the day. Now, we're trying to actually,
Well, guess what? They did a terrible job of it because they killed a lot of people back in the day.
they didn't have. I mean, they didn't have the doctors and stuff that we have now, but their shots weren't really to kill. It was the wound and hurt. But now, the deals we have out now are a little serious. We have a lot of things on the street that our forefathers were not thinking that we should be into. But anyway, that needs to be revised. Continue.
Boom. All right, last one. The Amazon Marketplace.
What?
Amazon.com.
Okay, I need to go through this one.
Hate it or love it?
Just Amazon in period?
Yeah.
Amazon.
Love it. Who doesn't love Amazon? Get whatever you want. Whatever you need is on Amazon.
I don't like that. I hate it.
And it's at a good price, too, half the time.
But it's, you know what? I
Free
hate
shipping.
I hate it. I decided I hate it. I hate it. I hate Amazon. I hate Walmart. I hate Target. I hate all of them. You know why? Because they're taken away from all the mom and pop stores. We have no mom and pops because of them. We don't need a store that has everything.
Yes, we do.
Go see what happened to the pharmacy. What happened to the hardware
It's
store?
in Walmart.
I want to go to the Uncle Bill's Hardware.
For what?
I want to support the community.
Okay.
These people are taking away money out of our community.
Listen, I'm all for that.
I don't like it.
I'm all for that.
You're all for it. You're all
I am.
for it.
I'm all for it. I was a small business owner. I'm all for it.
So you should be on side small business.
But I like being able to go to one-stop shopping and get everything I need in one spot. Not have to make 30 trips to get all the 30 things I need.
But what about the relationships? But you're not getting the relationship. When you went to Uncle Bill's Hardware, hey, Marcus, how's the family? Oh, they're doing good. Hey, tell your wife.
Bro, Bill, you don't need to know about my kids. You don't need to know about my family, Bill. We did different
that's the
time.
problem.
We did different time,
That's
Bill.
the
Don't be
problem.
asking about my kids. You ask about how my kids doing?
You're taking it to a weird place.
Nah, man, Bill.
You're taking it to a weird place. Bill just wants to check it on the family.
What did you say about the Constitution? Things have moved on. Mom and pop stores, yeah, we moved on a little bit from that stuff.
Nah.
Like, I'm not saying that
We need to bring
can't
that
have people
back.
out there, but nah.
No, we need to bring that
One-stop
back.
shopping, man.
I don't like it at all. I'm out.
If I can get my food.
Real quick, what do you think about where are you on that?
On Amazon.
Yeah.
Man, of course I use it all the time.
Yeah.
man.
I love it in that sense, but it's totally destroying so many smaller economies.
Yeah, it is.
And
It's killing them.
yeah, just the billionaires that are behind all these massive corporations. It's totally doing a number on our economy as a
Yeah.
whole.
We're gonna have 3 stores soon. That's all we're gonna have. Everything's gonna be. You're gonna be able to go get things from 3 stores. That's gonna be it. I don't want that. I don't live in a world like that. I want to have options. I like options.
You have
I like
3
choice.
stores?
What's that?
It's all going to be online.
Yeah, I hate that. And then we're already getting weird in the sense we can't communicate as it is. Imagine if
You have a problem with that. This is perfect for you, Mr. I don't want to talk to
Okay.
nobody in the supermarket.
I didn't say no.
This
You're
is
putting words
perfect
in
for
my
you.
mouth. No, it's not.
This is
No.
perfect for you.
No, you're putting words in my mouth. I didn't say I don't want to talk to anybody in the supermarket. I just said that the people I usually see in the supermarket are people I don't want to talk to. I'm a very social person.
But those are your neighbors. You're not seeing
No.
strangers. These are people you
I'm
know
seeing
in the
people
supermarket.
that I knew 10 years ago, and we have nothing more to talk about. We said everything we need to say.
Why don't you start a conversation? You might find something new. It's been 10 years.
I don't want to.
See?
You were obviously. Here's the deal. If I haven't talked to you in 10 years, something has happened where I don't want to talk to you anymore. We've moved on. We moved on. Speaking of moving on, it's time to wrap this up. All right. Thanks for tuning in once again. And we are now all over social media. You can follow us on Twitter at Totally Unclear.
IG.
On IG, Totally Unclear. You can
YouTube.
email us, totallyunclearmedia@gmail.com. Tell us how great we are. Tell us how much we suck. Whatever you want to do.
Would you want to talk about something?
Yeah.
Let us know. We'll talk about it.
Exactly. Till next week, it's Marques and Gervase. Thanks to Dylan for producing this amazing episode. Usla Media, Totally Unclear.
Yes, yes.
See ya.
We out.